Hi, Chip Nelson, 96.1 The Rockets Rush chairman and big-time race fan, and proud to have on the phone with me the president of NASCAR's most competitive track, Talladega Superspeedway, Mr. Grant Lynch. Thank you for your time, Mr. Lynch. You've got to be slammed.
We're getting in our groove on us. Yeah, we've got one thing that's not the cheat sheet you've got doesn't have it on it. We've been working on it for a while, but we've got a young man that's going to try to set the world record motorcycle jump 5 minutes before we go to the green flag for our race on Sunday, right in the middle of Talladega infield.
Now, is this something he volunteered to do, or did he lose a bet?
No. No, he's going to do it. I mean, he's going to practice it tomorrow.
Well, all right.
If the wind stays down. But anyway, we'll talk about it a little bit. Well, thank you, Chip, for having me on.
Well, very good, sir. I'm not sure where to go first, if we go into the celebrations on the boulevard or if we go into the intrigue on the track with all these stage races this year.
I think the stage races are going to help the fans at Talladega that are coming to the race and the ones at home, because our place has always been a place where you could hide for part of the race if you wanted to. I always hated it. Now, some races they didn't do it, but the ones they did, it really took away from the atmosphere. But with the points they can pick up in these first two segments in the first 110 laps of our race, those things are so significant on getting them into the chase at the end of the year for the chase and staying in the chase for the bonus points for winning those two segments as well as winning the 5 at the end. Those are things that I think the drivers are going to have to change the way they operate in the first half of our race.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And I got to believe that those drivers with the white-knuckle racing we're accustomed to, they've got to be looking forward to a chance to catch their breath in between these stages.
I think so, too, and that does give them a little bit of break there, and NASCAR is trying to pile up some commercials during that time frame.
Okay.
But I think that's working, but I think it'll be a plus for Talladega as it has been for some other racetracks. And so I think 3 races over 3 days. Throw in the big one on the boulevard Friday night for our infield customers and renewal customers that renewed during our time frame.
Yes, sir.
And then Saturday night, the Charlie Daniels Band playing in the infield. All you need to see Charlie on Saturday night is a Sunday race ticket. And we still have 2-day $60 tickets available. They'll be running out this week or early next week. But you can come camp for free. You can see both races for $60. You can see Charlie Daniels with the Sunday ticket of that $60 package. There's more stuff going on here this weekend. And one that you and I just talked about offline, we are going to have a young man named Alex Harville try to set the world motorcycle distance jumping record 5 minutes before we go to green flag on Sunday. Right in the middle of the Talladega infield, right behind Talladega Boulevard. He's going to try.
That's incredible. And I guess the wind will be a factor, so hopefully that'll lay down for him.
Well, yeah, the one thing would abort that is if we have a crosswind from the west or the east. If it's a south wind, I think he's all right.
Yes, sir.
Or north wind. But I think hopefully we'll catch some good weather and he can do it, because I think it'll be very, very exciting. And he's going to be going 400 or more feet, breaking the record of 351.
That sounds like something our local daredevil, Bubba Blackwell, would take on. What is this gentleman's name, Mr. Lynch?
His name is Alex Harville, Harvill.
Very good. And y'all also have, I don't know if they're sold out yet, but you got some new camping solutions, the new RV spots that have been added right there at the start-finish line. Are those gone? Because that really sounded like a sweet spot to be.
It is a nice spot. I think we still have some of those left for the RVs that are right there. But
yes,
there was only 19 of them, I believe, we were able to put into that parking lot down there. So I think they'll be gone by race time. So if you want one of those, I'd encourage you to call us at 877-GO-TO-DIGA to get one of those. Or you can go to TalladagaSuperspeedway.com and look at all the ticket offers, all the camping, everything else we've got here to offer our race fans.
And it sure looks like it'll be nothing but the sound of blenders out there for the Dago de Mayo celebration from the campgrounds. I can't imagine what that's going to sound like.
Yeah, the big one on the boulevard this year on Dago de Mayo, and the contest they've thought up. It's one of those things where I pay enough attention to them and talk enough about them on the radio that I kind of know what's going to happen.
Right.
But I can tell you this, it never goes exactly like we planned, but it doesn't really seem that bad if it doesn't. So we go down there and we have a big time.
Yes, sir. I've read over some of the descriptions of this competition. This is not for the squeamish, that's for sure.
No, if you don't like cheese, don't show up.
Hey, and I'd be remiss, Mr. Lynch, if I didn't mention the Alabama gang, Red Farmer and Davey Allison, named as nominees for the Hall of Fame this year, and they're from right there in your backyard, Hueytown.
Yeah, those guys meant so much. Well, Davey meant so much to us and had that tragic ending of his career right here at our racetrack. That was the first race I was in charge of at Talladega.
Oh, wow.
And so that I kind of had a baptism under a bad type of fire right there.
Yes, sir.
But his family and Bobby and Donnie, they still come, and we enjoy having them. And hell, Red's still racing at the Talladega short track. I mean, he's still going.
You can't keep that guy down. Well, we're looking forward to 3 days of racing. General Tire 200, the ARCA race on Friday, May 5th. We got the Sparks Energy 300, Xfinity race Saturday, May 6th, and, of course, the Geico 500 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series on May 7th. Still get your tickets at 1-877-GO-TO-DEGA or Talladega Super Speedway. And thank you so much, Grant Lynch. We can't wait to see you.
Well, thank you for having me on, and good to hear from you again.
Yes, sir. Y'all take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.